disaster on third down. Now play action. Shot downfield. Smith in Jigba's got it against Ramsey. And Seattle jumps out in front on the first NFL catch for Torrey Horton.
Looking at all of Seattle's rookies, and they all pretty much shine, especially Great Zabel and Torrey Horton. All of them really shine, especially Great Zabel. And, you know, he looked the part immediately in the beginning of the season of a top guard in the league. And there were rookie struggles, but the way he blocked in his own system in the Steelers game was absolutely amazing. And looking at him, the way he can get out of the move, the athleticism with the strength to show for it as well, it's just amazing. But there were some rookie struggles here. He could not quite get to Patrick Queen. It's got to be a bit better as we watch it again. Just couldn't quite, and you see the arms there, and we'll see it again in his next example. But there were some rookie struggles for Great Zabel in this game here against this tough Steelers defender, and you can see the arm length. It really affects him at times, and you can see here, especially as a rookie, it's hard for him to get that leverage with that arm length. But good for Zabel overall, and he got better later. Here Arroyo, you could see the speed already on tape from him. He looked very exciting. Obviously a quiet rookie year, but he'll only go on to do better things. Here again, beats the corner off immediately off the snap, so great job by Arroyo. Here we got him as a blocker. That's something where he needs to very much improve and still needs to improve. Just allowing TJ Watt to cross his face, he needs to do a lot better there. Here, Robbie Oots, as Rob Stain said, Robbie Oots, if you guys watch Staten, but look at that, a brilliant block as we watch it again, just crushing Peyton Wilson. That's Peyton Wilson, he's no scrub, so a brilliant block by Robbie Oots, and a fan favorite already, and he'll be great for the Seahawks. Here, again, rookie struggles, just could not quite get on him, but great job by Seahawks rookies, and let's go.
Off play action now. Darnold floats it. Open man. It's a touch.
Looking at Klint Kubiak, he had a great game. Obviously without the help of Sam Darnold, but very much a lot of help of Sam Darnold as well. But lots of boosts, lots of fakes, lots of motion. But the previous week we saw a lack of that, so very much an improvement from Kubiak. I love the heavy personnel and the use of play action and the boots. It was tremendous, and the way we finally saw what we were waiting for from Klint Kubiak that we didn't see in week one, we saw it here. His favorite concept, Yankee, helped Torrey Horton get a touchdown, so brilliant by him. Here's Sam Darnold, a poor interception, poor. I mean, maybe you don't blame him. Ramsey made a great play, but I did not like this play at all by him. And we'll get plenty of opportunities to just break this down here, but it was not beautiful. I mean, you gotta throw it further out the sideline there. There's not much Cup could do. Cup struggles with separation, but that was a poor interception. Here again, a bad decision by Sam Darnold. I mean, you could chuck the ball down. He was throwing it to AJ Barner, but Barner wasn't open, so it's just got to be a bit better from Darnold. And, you know, it was the typical Darnold game. You know, before he went on the hot streak, this is a perfect example of Darnold's season. Great, a lot of great, and a lot of just ugly stuff. And watching this again, no one was open, but it was fourth down, I guess. Had to try something, but not a pretty interception, not a pretty look. But he had a lot of great. As we know, Sam Darnold, Super Bowl winning quarterback, he is tremendous at times. And looking at this, great read into the dig for Jack Mittenjiffa, great anticipation. And here again, just great touch on the deep ball, great accuracy. He was very accurate on deep balls last season, so that's a credit to him. And he escaped pressure, read the field well. So he was very good moments in this game. As you see again, he escapes the pressure and just touches it. So great performance, but mixed performance from Sam Darnold.
Walker cutting, and he gets brought down by Alex Highsmith.
The Seahawks offensive line struggled a lot in the beginning of the season, especially with Zach Charbonnet. Ken Walker had a good game because he made the most out of the blocking, but good blocking there, great zone blocking. Here again, we'll see some great zone blocking again. So when it clicks, it works beautiful for Seattle, but now especially on outside zones. Here with Charbonnet, just nowhere to go. Poor blocking, poor blocking. And here we go again. Just cannot protect Sam Darnold. This isn't a run play, but it shows the lack of offensive line, the lack of communication. Here again, a stunt, not communicating, an easy rush for TJ Watt. This offensive line was a work in progress all year. Anthony Bradford not blocking clean. I mean, I'm sorry, but most of this is his fault. I mean, I know he's a beating sick for Seahawks fans, but they need to replace him soon because a lot of this is just unacceptable stuff.
And Seattle jumps out in front on the first NFL catch for Torrey Horton.
I feel that the defense, some extra clips, they played very well, but it was also very mixed performance here. Rodgers just completely just fakes them out on a boot. I mean, that's crazy, but it's Rodgers, so understandable that he'll fake them out here. Just now let's look at the tackling. Just, we didn't see this late in the season, but early in the season, we'll look at this again. I mean, just pitiful, and we'll rewatch it later on in just a minute, but it's weird seeing that lack of tackling from McDonald. Here, a very good interception from Kendricks. He bought out in the beginning of that season. I don't know why he was cut, but I guess he could not play. But Seahawks also got a lot of great pressure, so there was great positives. Here again, some great pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Josh Jobe had very good coverage on DK Metcalf. He had a very great start of the season, which helped him cement that starting role. Moving on, here again, great coverage by Seattle, nowhere for Rodgers to go, great coverage sack. Here again, Rodgers, and that's unacceptable by Reek Willen. He's got to break that down. Metcalf is not even a great contested catch specialist, but great pressure again by Seattle. Great work. Boye Mafe had a great game, so it was just great all around by Seattle. And great pressure all throughout the game, and really made Rodgers struggle in that pocket. But let's rewatch this play. I mean, let's count, because this is ridiculous and it needs further scrutiny, doesn't it? So Rodgers escapes the pocket, and Warren gets the ball, and that's that's two missed tackles. That's 3. That's 4. 5. I mean, come on, Seattle. 6. If you want to count that by Kendricks, I mean, just not good enough. So, plenty of improvement that needs to be there, you know. And that's unacceptable. That can't happen. So, hopefully that can get sorted out soon. Here, I just wanted to read what Rob Staten had to say. Probably my favorite analyst of the Seahawks. So, what he says, this was a peculiar game. The Seahawks handily outyarded the Steelers and felt like they should have been in superior winning position earlier than they were. Yet ultimately, they got there in the end, courtesy of a bizarre special teams touchdown. It's not easy to win by 14 points on the road, particularly against an AFC North opponent with expectations of being competitive. The Seahawks made Aaron Rodgers look well past his sell-by date. The defensive tackles both clogged lanes and pressured the quarterback. The passing game was a lot more varied, aggressive, and balanced. Cooper Kupp had a good game to complement Jackson and Jigba. Torrey Horton and the Titans were more involved. Ken Walker had a much better game to the tune of 105 yards with 13 carries. However, a series of errors made things close. Jason Myers missed field goals. Sam Darnold threw 2 interceptions, the second of which came in a bizarre play-calling decision, belittling Seattle's preference to be a physical running team. It's 4th and short, don't overthink it. Meanwhile, as Walker excelled, Zach Charbonnet suddenly looked as if he could barely gain a yard. In part to the offensive lines we talked about, it was immensely frustrating that the Steelers had a 7-point lead at halftime. Despite losing the yardage battle 188-69, and the Seahawks, to their credit, made sure it wasn't going to be one of those days. They put 17 straight points on the board to secure the win. The score that effectively broke it open will go down to one of the most bizarre you'll ever see. The Steelers allowing a kickoff to enter the end zone. The Seahawks eventually recovering it. A cheap, easy 7 points gracefully received. Huge error. It was a bit of fortune the Seahawks hardly deserved and needed. I forgot to put that, but I think you guys can look that up. It was crazy that Caleb Johnson helping us to iron out the kinks. It's clear it's going to be a process that takes time. There are still play calling decisions that seem a little bit off. This was an improvement from last week though, so gradually things on track is possible. So that was from Seahawks Draft Blog. Please subscribe to Rob's work on that site. But thank you guys for watching. If you made this far, thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And this was fun. Tell me if you guys liked it and which games you'd like to see next. So thank you everyone, and please like, share, and subscribe, and bye for now.